What it is, y'all, it is your old boy Pikkon, and I'm coming back at you with more Dokkan Battle. Now, we just got our newest events in right now. All out effort Otherworld Showdown campaign. This is literally the campaign for Janemba and Pikkon, and as I suspected, this is going to last pretty much the entire month. Remember, after this, we pretty much have the World Tournament, and then we're going to have like a lead-in to Goku Day, and I actually already have something pretty awesome planned for that, so fingers crossed that everything comes together on that. Now, this is going to be a long celebration, and I wouldn't expect a huge amount here. So, if I'm completely honest. So, well, let's just get into this. Let's get into this. So, obviously, we're going to have login bonuses, and we're going to have special missions. That's kind of, you know, part of the course. The legendary campaign for Krillin is finally live. We had, like, the precursor to all that, basically, for the past couple of weeks on, in the game already. We never really talked about it, but yeah, he's been around. Most of us maxed him out when he was here a while ago, so if you did, you're going to get some pretty awesome rewards. We'll go look at that in a moment. One thing that is really nice, big success, great success, and super success rates are doubled for any of your training, so that's going to be really nice. There is a super intensive training, massive growth missions. Most we're going to have to go look at that specifically, because it looks like there's some pretty awesome stuff there. Dragonstones are, of course, on sale, and the Dual Dokkan Fest. The Dual Dokkan Fest for Pikkon and Janemba. Now, as I predicted, we are not only getting discounts, we're also getting tickets, and it looks like the premium tickets for the Pilaf Trove are back as well. They really want you to summon on these banners. So let's take a quick moment to talk about these banners, because I really feel like these banners are a definite, I mean, not skip, but don't go crazy, okay? Janemba's banner. Arguably, I don't want to say the better of the two banners, but the other, by a slim margin, is this banner. I can't even in good faith call this better. Let me pull this up a little bit more so we're right there. So on this banner, you're going to have the new Janemba. You're going to have this Gotenks. Now, I forgot about Gotenks. I thought he was a general pool unit in the last video we did on this. Actually, it turns out he's not. He's actually a category unit. I don't have him because I skipped his banner. And so if you don't have him like I don't, it's an opportunity to go get him. I really don't remember how good or how effective he is, but I think this is your first opportunity to get him since he's been around. I just completely forgot about that unit entirely. Then, of course, we've got the Anniversary LR. That's a great unit, but I already have mine maxed, so I'm like not worried about it. Then we've got Agl Zamasu. Great unit. I actually use him fairly frequently. Even use him, believe it or not, in a Battlefield all the time. So I really adore that unit. I wouldn't mind a dupe of him. I wouldn't be a bad thing. Tech Trunks, very good unit. Int Rose, another very good unit. Then we've got 3rd Anniversary LR, still a great unit, spectacular unit. But here's my thing, like, they've been around. So I think, like, this is kind of the drop-off point on this banner, if I'm honest, for most people. Then the final unit on here is the Int Janemba that recently, a while ago, got an EZA. Still a really good unit, nonetheless. I mean, when he came out, he was, like, the best of the EZAs around. That's kind of fallen off a bit, and as you'll find out later, he's about to be made fairly irrelevant. At least until we get the same name update, which should probably come, if not the end of this month, I'm going to say probably in May at some point. Probably before Goku Day, if I had to guess. But, not a bad banner by any stretch, but not a groundbreaking banner. It's a very predictable banner, and I really do feel like they threw the two LRs on there just kind of to sell this, because it's not a banner that most people are going to go crazy about anyway. And, you know, throwing an LR on the banner is going to get people enticed. But I'm going to tell you right now, don't go wild. Because I feel like with a banner like this, probably Goku Day is going to be really, really, really good. You know, we just came out of Saiyan Day. Saiyan Day actually was really hype. I really enjoyed Saiyan Day. Say what you will about the dryness towards the end. But the units we got and the events we got were actually really good. So I did quite enjoy that. So really, on this banner, the only unit that I would really honestly be after would be the new Janemba and that Gotenks. If I got one of him to max him out, I wouldn't be mad. Same with Zamasu. I think, in fact, my Zamasu is even maxed out now. I don't recollect, but you know, like I said, I use him all the time, so he's got to be up there pretty high. But really, like, that Gotenks and that Janemba are kind of the only two on the banner that I really even care about. And if you think that's bad, the banner for Pikkon is even worse by some strange miracle. Miracle in the bravest of senses. So obviously we've got the new AGL Pikkon. People have damage tested him. He's a pretty good unit. Not a bad unit by any stretch. Then we've got Tech Boo, who I had also mistakenly reported as a non-Dokkan Fest. It turns out that on both these banners, but all these units are Dokkan Fests, which is really interesting. Then, of course, the Anniversary LR, which, if you guys followed along last year, I maxed out both LRs in like 1,000 Dragon Stones. It was ridiculous. My summons were on fire. Then we've got the physical movie Broly, the AGL movie Gogeta. Both those units are maxed on my teams. I don't need them. Most people don't because they've been around and around and around. Then AGL Turles, which I get, but also it's like everybody has him. Like, he's been around. And then, of course, the LR and the obligatory Strength Gogeta that, like, everybody's had maxed. I had that Strength Gogeta maxed. He was the first unit that I rainbowed when that system came out. So it's like, like, how is this banner worse than the other banner? Literally, the only units on this banner that are not, like, just absolute bombs, that just haven't been everywhere, are, once again, Pikkon and Boo. The only kind of saving grace that I can give this other banner is that probably Int Rose and Zamasu and the LR, probably people just need one or two of. But for me, like, I don't know, guys. Like, for me, I'm going to tell you right now, save your Dragon Stones. Buy up the sales, do whatever you got to do. But realistically, like, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the first rotation, like the first set of summons, get the freebie on each one, and then walk. That's it. If I don't get Janemba, I'm not going to lose sleep. If I don't get Pikkon, I'm not going to lose sleep. I would like to get a Gotenks. I think that'd be pretty hype. But, you know, I've got Boo on the other one. So it's like, I'm not really worried about these units. So it's like, don't go crazy, guys. Don't go crazy. Actually, the more I think about it, I think that was the dual Dokkan Fest, that Gotenks and Boo, which is why I don't remember them very well. That was the dual Dokkan Fest we had in, like, November. That was also kind of... So it's like, banners, not so hot, guys. Be really cautious about your summons on these. Just saying. But if we get back to the events, obviously we've got those banners. Looks like there's going to be a Pilaf Trove. Not sure what that's going to entail, but we'll look at that tonight. Mysterious Ritual, and these go live tonight. These go live at 21:59, basically 11 p.m. Pacific time. Mysterious, and yes, because it's all in standard time, and we're in daylight savings again, so like it's an hour earlier. Mysterious Ritual Elder Kai, we get that every time we have units that don't have farmable units. That's the thing. Otherworld Showdown packs, more of this kind of Pilaf Trove thing going on. We'll talk about that tonight when it drops. Of course, there's the new Dokkan Fest for Pikkon and the new stage for Janemba. Fusion Reborn story. This is the story where we get that fat Gogeta unit. In the dub, they called him Veku. In fact, if recollection serves, now I haven't watched the movie in a really long time, but if recollection serves, I don't believe they even gave him a name in the Japanese version. So it's like, I'm not a big fan of the dub name. I don't think it's necessary, but whatever. That's just me nitpicking. But anyway, if you want that unit, he's there. That's probably one of the rare situations where I won't farm a unit just because I don't like it. I don't like the dub name much. That's the only reason I'm mad at it. Virtual Ultimate. Honestly, obviously, I know the Japanese name isn't gonna fly. In fact, I even think they gave him that name in the Japanese too. But whatever. In the original movie, they didn't even give him a name. Virtual Dokkan Ultimate Clash. Battlefield is back, guys. I wouldn't expect anything new, anything different there. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't recollect what JP had on this, but I don't think it's gonna be crazy. The Otherworld story is going to be back. That actually is pretty hype because you can farm a lot of really awesome stuff about that. That will be here tonight, so we'll talk about that. Super Battle Road and Extreme Super Battle Road. So they're going to be alive daily, and Extreme Super Battle Road is getting the first line of categories. So there's going to be a lot to farm there, a lot to do. We will talk about that. That is going to be stupid hype. Weekend summon login bonus. So in other words, this weekend summons are coming back. That's pretty hype. Available from the 4th, which is this coming Sunday, until the 25th. So every weekend we're going to get some login bonuses. That's pretty awesome. And then, of course, the weekend summons start the Friday following that and go on to the end of the month. So take advantage of the weekend summons, guys. They are actually pretty hype. It's a free summon. There's no reason not to. Now, here's the fun one. Extreme Z Dokkan Festival. So we are getting an EZA for the Strength Janemba. Remember I said Int Janemba is about to be made completely irrelevant? Strength Janemba is getting his EZA. That is really hype. Dude is an absolute unit. If you don't remember what he does, and I'll go over this here because I actually have it pulled up right over here. So, his Extreme Z Awakening. So, before, if you remember, he's a 120 lead for Extreme, 50% key and key 1 for Super. Immense damage to the enemy and greatly lowers defense. Passive skills attack 80%. Guard activated against all attacks. Medium chance to evade enemies' attack, including super attacks. So a very useful unit. That actually becomes, and this is pretty awesome, key +3, all stats 130% for strength, for extreme strength, and key +3, all stats 90% for super strength. So that's actually pretty sweet. Causes immense damage to the enemy and massively lowers defense. Could be better, but yeah, you know, it is what it is. It lowers enemies' defense by up to 80% for 3 turns. So that's pretty awesome, actually. But, you know, it is what it is. It's not going to change your damage output that much, but it is going to help. Passive skill, Beyond Space. Attack and defense 100% and guards all attacks. So he gets an extra 10% there and guards all attacks. Medium chance of evading enemies' attack, including super attack. Chance of evading enemies' attack, including super attack, plus 10% within the same turn with each attack evaded. So with basically with every evasion, you're going to get more and more likely to evade, which is weird, but it's a thing. Evade more attacks, and you evade more attacks. It's pretty wild. No real massive changes there, just becomes kind of an evasion monster. He's pretty awesome. I do like him a lot. Only 10% or only 20% more attack damage, so it's not like he's groundbreaking by any stretch, but you know, for like Super Battle Road, he'll come in clutch, and we will definitely be trying him out. And then the Extreme Z battles for those for these 2 events come back once again. Okay. Then these just random story events come back, and of course, they don't have it listed here, but I believe the 23rd, if I recollect, is when the World Tournament is coming back. I'm surprised they actually don't have it listed here. Little shocked they don't have it listed here, but the World Tournament is coming back. I believe it's the weekend of the 23rd. I don't recollect off the top of my head, but let me just double check here that the date checks out. Yeah, 23rd would be a Friday, so probably like the starts on the Thursday night, the 22nd, and goes through the 23rd through Sunday. So tournament is coming back, though it is not listed here. So once again, like, not the most hype celebration in the history of mankind, and once again, the summons aren't gonna last very long. Like, for me, I might just do a couple more Broly summons and then just save for whatever's coming. But that's the stuff, guys. Let me know what you guys thought in the comments section. Like, comment, share. I'll be back in the morning with my Janemba summons. Like I said, I wouldn't recommend you go too crazy. Don't expect me to be doing a whole bunch of collabs because, frankly, this is not the celebration to do that with. Goku Dan, on the other hand, expect big things. I'll be back at you guys with more Dokkan Battle in the AM.